I can see you fighting it out to the end this season. Like I said, who's going to knock off the big dog in Green Bay? And if somebody does, then that's your bragging right there. So you was going to
see it week 4.
There we go. Real quick before we jump to the team 4. Team 4. Chiefs Browns, 3 minutes to go, 24-24. So they got a good game going right now.
Let me tune in real fast. Let's see.
Browns got the ball, 24-24.
Wait, the Chiefs set the stream.
We know what Browns do in crunch time. It's time management. He probably gonna throw it away.
He pulled one of them
Chiefs said his stream name is Laban. I think that's disrespect. I think that's ultimate.
That's very on his BS. Trust me.
Well, he seemed like he's doing very well. With Russell Wilson though, 14 for 16.
He got rushed.
Yeah.
He pulled that out.
Maybe he should run here. He should run here.
Oh, play action. There we go. See that scramble?
See, he's running with Russ. So he's running with Russ. Okay.
That's a different element. All right, so we can go back to the fourth team.
To get out, let's die.
So the fourth team that I decided to choose was the Arizona Cardinals. If I could erase it, I would. I think I actually am gonna erase it. I hate it. You are the one that I hate. The reason I hate you is because you went from Kyler Murray to Drew Lock.
That's burning.
At quarterback. There's no reason why somebody who was in the playoffs and literally was a game or two away from the Super Bowl.
What he get though?
Go. So he got Drew Lock.
I see Bradley Chubb is on his team, so it must have been Chubb, Lock.
But defensively he wasn't the problem.
Probably a draft pick. He had to get a first too.
Probably got a first.
But the issue is that even when I look on his team, I no longer see I see Bradley Chubb on the line. Okay, so even if you got Bradley Chubb and whatnot, his team is I don't think so because I think he changed his position. Wasn't he a linebacker at first? Wasn't he a linebacker at first?
He don't have no abilities.
Yeah, so he changed I think he was a linebacker at first, I believe.
Yeah, nope, he's a star. No abilities.
Well, I think Browns learned his lesson. He is running the ball. Joker said, just so y'all know, I put Ike in a box last season as well.
He won by a touchdown. And Hurts threw an interception on the last drive.
Yeah, Ike, you folded that game too. Everybody folded against Joker last year.
It's not. I don't have the abilities to make the throw. Like Aaron Rodgers make the perfect throw, man. He was wide open.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We might gotta pause this little thing for like 30 seconds because I want to see these Chiefs drive down the field.
The Browns get ready to kick the field goal to go up 3.
Browns up 27.
And then the Chiefs are down 3 with 1:15 left, and he get ready to go.
There he is.
Yeah, what's wrong? Will somebody call me?
Yeah. So let's say you're trying to take Cardinals out, right? Who would you put in, man?
He gonna put himself. He wanna put himself.
No, I can't put myself, but I probably will go Eagles. What I liked about you last season, Phil, I thought early on was that it was like you was in a mood, like you was rocking with it, like you and the Cardinals were fighting for first place. I don't know exactly what happened with you, but it would be
the momentum shifted quick. I missed a couple of games in the middle right there. I took 2 back-to-back losses, and it just fell apart when I started playing. They fell apart.
That's game.
Wow. Tyreek Hill is so... Yo.
Oh, he got hard.
Well, Joker, I know, but
that looks like a real-life play.
Put yourself in. I don't think we're the best team, but I think the struggles is... I'm sorry, y'all. Let me watch the rest of this game. There's 41 seconds left. For those of you not watching, I'm sorry, updated. No, he should have scored, but he
Nah,
didn't.
man, he threw in like 60
He
yards.
finna score this play though. He
Yeah,
got
look
him
at
at the
it.
cheese, boy.
Circle wide open. Circle Wendy wide open.
He down at the cheese.
Pick.
Oh, he threw
Gone.
interception.
I told you he
Hey,
was
look
gonna
at
throw a
that.
pick.
That's game.
Wait a minute.
There's
Darius Slay. Look at Slay Day.
because you know what? Tyreek Hill was supposed to keep running, but even
Tyreek
if he
Hill
kept
stop
running,
running.
but even if he kept running, I'm not sure why you would throw into 3 people.
Damn,
But
he kneeled down.
run back the podcast, man. I told you before
Okay.
Barry got that ball, he was gonna throw a pick. I told
He
you.
should have scored on that play. That play to Tyreek was deadly.
Well, here's what I'll say. So for the Cardinals, anytime you go from Kyler Murray to Drew Lock, you gotta look at a lot of things. One, you struggled with your offense last year, but Kyler Murray was the least of your struggle. 2, you got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. I know you got Calvin Ridley, but he's no DeAndre. I thought that Andy Isabella would kind of be a weapon for you. I think you kind of wasted your offseason. You got Alvin Kamara, and you are a runner, so that's fine. But go ahead.
He just beat like the Seahawks 57-20 though with this new team.
Yeah, I'm comparing.
Drew
So
Lock had 367, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not a bad little line.
The thing
but who's
about it, bro.
but is a Seahawks
people
user a good
making
user? That's what I was going to ask you
I
because
don't know.
he's rather new.
He traded Russ and Jamal Adams, so those are 2 questionable moves.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I guess for me, yeah, he got to be rather new. I mean, I didn't see him last season.
Yeah,
I just don't. I guess what I don't get quite is the move to move on from Kyler Murray. And when I asked him in the party, he honestly told me like, I don't know. I'm just trying something new. And I think when you're trying something new, now he said that we will find out how good Drew Lock is when I beat the 49ers tonight.
Okay.
That's what he said.
All right, Phil.
a lot of
There it
pressure
is.
on you, Philip.
Damn.
So that was my fourth team, the
Okay, that's solid.
Cardinals. If I had to go back to another team, the 49ers as well. Good team. Garoppolo, is that your favorite quarterback in real life too?
No.
Trey Lance, his guy now.
Raheem Mostert. You still got Raheem Mostert. Debo Samuel, I think, is good for you. Keep him. Brandon Ayuk should be good. Cardinals said he would appreciate if you load up right now. George Kittle is still there for you. I think that you should use him. You got the weapons. You got Nick Bosa. You got D Ford. I mean, he's decent. And you got Eric Armstead. Packers Lions kicking off. Tune into. Oh, I will. I promise. We about to end this after we do this thing. You still got Fred Warner. You have a decent team. It's just about
There's a
putting
lot
it
of
together.
games kicking off right now. Steelers, Bears, Packers, Lions.
Yeah. And he said just 0-2 versus against him the last season. But before I take this thing out, let me just say this. We're going to do the schedule next, but let me just say this. There is a power ranking that comes out only for the top 10 best teams in probably like week 7, week 8. So if you top 10 best teams by then you'll get a full description of your team. Next thing is we're going to start with week. Should I do week 2? Yeah, I'm gonna do week 2. We're gonna do week 2 and week 3. So first things first is the Bengals Slavelli Fox versus Sirius Biz. He said if Ike or Phil is in the top 10, we know it's rigged.
Who said that?
Why Joker coming? Why Joker coming for y'all today? So
It's his time to shine right now. He got it. He
Joker
got it
ain't
right
got
now.
nothing to do, man.
He got it. He got it right now.
So, did the Bengals use a play week 1? He didn't.
No,
he didn't.
Okay,
so if I had to,
I got Vikings that game.
yeah, I have like I was about to say. I think Sirius Biz.
I'll take Bengals. I'll take underdog.
That's a big underdog.
I think Vikings, he ain't win much last year, did he, right?
Nah, he didn't.
No.
He had like the top 3 picks.
Next up is the Bills versus Gio, the Patriots. I thought that when the Bills first came here, by the way, I thought the Bills were decent.
Yeah, me too. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know.
I'm gonna say that game ends in a tie.
Bills is gonna beat Gio.
I'm gonna go with Bills.
Terrible.
You gonna go with? Okay. Oh my gosh.
Nah. Let's go on to the next one.
Okay, so next is Bo versus Wu-Tang. He's a Dolphins season.
Dolphins.
Yeah, Colts versus Dolphins.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna go Colts because I don't know Dolphins, but Bo used to be a better user. I'm not sure if it's the PS5.
Yeah, he
for
was
me,
real
for him. But I know PS4 he was more like he was. Oh my gosh, nigga. Next game is Bisco Dog versus Crazy Ants. That's the Seahawks versus the
I got Cowboys.
Cowboys by landslide. Seahawks.
Cowboys, bruh. Cowboys. That team, boy, they make you fumble, boy. That's one thing about the Cowboys. Them boys.
Yeah, he
boys make you
stacked
pump
over
it
there,
up.
man. Cowboys is such a good franchise team to start with.
Next game I'll let y'all choose so that I can talk about this game after. The next game is the Jaguars versus the Texans. It is let's put a username. Destroyer versus yeah, I'll go Texans. Okay. Next game is a game that's taking place right after the podcast. It is Ike, the Eagles, versus Dez, the Falcons. Okay.
Here's Haskins out of the gun.
Oh, you taking Philly, Hootie? Oh.
I'm gonna take Dez because Ike seemed to struggle against Dez for some reason. I'm gonna go Dez.
Okay. I'm definitely going Ike. I don't like Dez. You know, I just think like
I don't either, but some reason Dez got Ike number, yo.
I think I kind of took it personal. I think Ike is gonna take this game personal. I think it means a lot. But
I was gonna say, no one was talking about it, but Ike added Hopkins. Like I had to.
He got
Let me go check this. That's a huge pickup.
I'm mad that Ike is just. I'm mad that Ike just.
That's a huge pickup. And nobody. Wait, pause. And he got Denzel Ward too. He got Denzel Ward too.
Sneaky about
Denzel Ward too, man.
Number one. How did he get Hopkins?
He got Deion Jones too. He got Deion Jones too. Hold on.
He had Jones from last year.
I had Jones last year.
But I ain't gonna lie, Ike probably looking at the TV like, damn, he just blew up my whole spot.
I looked at the chat yesterday.
You know, Ike is like, you mother. Shut the hell up.
Somebody said Hopkins was long. I said, hold up. I'm like, man. Then he got Denzel Ward, Quandre Diggs, Steven Nelson.
Yo, I saw Quandre Diggs in free agency. Nobody.
Hold on. This man traded a second. Who the fuck is Lamont Gaillard? Okay. No. Okay, Eagles trade a second round pick to Cardinals. Eagles trade Dallas Goedert. Eagles trade Jordan Mailata. Who the fuck are these players and you got Hopkins?
You don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's big for Ike right there, man.
There's some insider trading going on up in this
I had JJ
motherfucker.
Ortega Whiteside as my number one. I needed an upgrade.
But you got Jalen Rager. Stop lying.
Yeah, that was it.
I got
man.
Ike taking the division this year. I got the division this year.
I ain't taking that. It still can't block that line from Washington, so it don't matter.
He said how much money you gave him, Mike. He said how much money you gave him.
I had to cash app him. Ain't no way.
Nah.
Who the hell is Jordan Maliata?
You don't know him? Pick the offensive lineman.
But you got the Eagles. It should have been Kelsey Brooks. It should have been a big name. A first round pick. Oh yeah, Cardinals. Yeah, brother. I don't understand that
Hey,
one.
I like what y'all doing.
Well, here's what I was saying.
This should be easy.
Y'all
This should be
now, Phil.
Y'all got stream out
He got
games.
Drew Lock and no
Cardinals uses begging me to end the stream so he can beat the 49ers, but
Oh,
the next game
he's
is
gonna have
playing.
to wait. I'm about to eat. I've been holding off eating.
Well, we got a few more games. Joker said Joker said he's in the game with the Lions. He got Trevor Lawrence and still can't pass.
Yeah, Joker on one tonight.
Next game up is the Panthers and the Saints. I don't know neither user, so I hope
I'm gonna go with the
results
Saints
in a lot
because
of
he's gonna get the
injuries.
4th.
Panthers gonna play. I'm going with the Panthers.
Yo, Dez is a shady somebody.
I thought when Saints came in, I thought he was supposed to be good. He came in saying he was one of the best. I believe him. Like, he was terrible.
Sticks is not good, bro.
Well, just DM him.
Saints is a
Saints
dude.
is cool, man. Saints is cool. He used to be in Blitz years ago.
So he said he gotta go to
I
sleep.
think Sticks like Joker brother or something like that.
What happened?
Yeah, they real cool. Sticks and Joker.
Oh, okay. They
Well, Joker, your brother is trash.
Yeah, he did.
Joker said Saints is my boy. He just old.
Yeah, I knew
Next
they
game
were
up,
connected
he
some
old.
kind of way.
Sticks old. He like almost 50.
Damn.
Damn, he almost feel age.
Yeah, he almost Yeah, Mutt 49.
Yeah, we
Where
got some
is Mutt, man?
We got some
Where is
AARP members up in this.
Brooks, I need a couple of my guys to come on over, man.
Yeah, they need to hurry up over, but I don't know how PS5's kicking out for them. So next game up
ain't
is
coming,
Woodrow versus Jets. Chris, so Titans versus
Can't
Jets.
handle it, bro.
Titans versus Jets. Ooh, it's gonna be
I got
I'm
Wood,
going with the
man.
Jets.
I'm going with the
Jets.
man.
I'm going with the Jets on this one. I think. Yeah, I'm going with the Jets on this one. I think
I'm going with Wood,
It's
man. Can't nobody stop Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, man. He's a load.
He done put them big ass shoulder pads on Henry too.
Yeah,
Ain't no tackling him.
Well, Ty, tell your boy Card to stream that. He talking all this shit.
Oh,
I was about to eat over here talking shit, man.
Don't duck now.
Newport
Don't
Phil,
duck now,
idiot.
Cardinals.
y'all about to get Phil his box. So let me do these last couple games. Next game is the Raiders and the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. The Raiders is talking a lot of trash. I can't lie, he really is. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Chargers is my bet for that one. Next game is 49ers versus the Cardinals. They about to kick off.
I'm going 99.
Oh, y'all really listen.
I'm going Niners.
Listen, y'all heard him get mad. Now everybody like.
Phil got mad. I'm going Niners.
The night is gonna go one or two ways.
I'm gonna go with the Niners. I think you don't have Kyler Murray anymore. He does not have to worry about you running.
Or D-Hop.
So, or DeAndre Hopkins.
This man got D-Hop for bags of
There you go. Pootie and the Bears. Steelers versus the Bears. Usually I got Pootie.
I'm going Bears.
I'm going Bears because Pootie gonna be tanking.
They playing now though. They playing now.
They playing
right now.
What the score is?
We got who's this? We have Giants at the
He a
football team.
10-7. I'm going.
I got the football team. I think football team can beat the Giants.
Wait, you skipped over a
What
game.
you mean, you think?
Yeah, I'm saving my game for last because I know everybody wants to troll. So,
Who's gonna beat you, brother?
and 10.
Yeah, Truth will put it on you.
Truth's not gonna beat me. Did y'all not watch the last game, Truth?
And he's got his man.
I
He
gave
went
you
to
Truth.
that was the last
Gilmore
game.
and Ramsey, bro.
You ain't gonna do nothing with that cover 2 man.
Joker said, "I don't care if Ike had Jerry Rice, he still sucks." Oh my gosh! I never seen Joker's.
What you do
Joker
to
never-
him, Ike?
Yeah,
Joker was
I can
Joker been
agree with
shooting
that,
shots at
Joker.
everybody all night.
he just said his shot because because the Browns let him off the hook. Man, he's feeling good. It's cool.
Wait a minute, now we're going at Pootie in the chat.
And this one
What he said? You caught him ass. He caught him play action slide.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver.
Oh.
Got to hold on to the football through contact.
The last game was me and the Rams. We'll see how that turns out.
Get that complete to his tight
All right, man. Podcast was good, man.
But thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh,
We'll
these
see y'all
motherfuckers
week
are lucky.
9, week 10, maybe 11. I don't
Y'all
know.
playing for you?
Yeah, we playing right now.
This thing. Oh, I got a lot of games I gotta watch. I got a lot
All
of
right,
games I
y'all.
gotta watch.
Appreciate it, fellas,
All right,
man. Good
All right.
podcast. Thanks, man.
All right, I'll see y'all. All right.
Yes, sir.
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
What you trying to do, Ike?
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right.
The Steeler offense here.
Let me get out of this party. I'll be back.
And you got to think if this is anything other than just
Fuck,
taking
I
a
get it. You
knee,
can get out of
I'd be
it.
very surprised. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone.
Come on, he was doing so much.
And that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a very tight first half. We had to break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense.
Touchdown, Chicago! Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Well, Damian Williams, what a career renaissance this man has had. A terrific run there as he broke free for a big one. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Bears 15. Steelers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd and long for Winston. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Play fake. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Haskins. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He stoned at the 1-yard line. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action. Haskins rolling to his right. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
All right, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. That's to his running back. Complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
37-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. This throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'll take it.
Again, it's Winston. His throw incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
What's going on, guys?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here to his running back. 11 yards there, first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Try and throw forward with Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
3rd and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll keep coming here with Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Santos on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.